Oh, is it this? Mascarpone cheese.
No, you'll see it.
It's in the...
Welcome to another episode of Cooking with the Chans. Today's theme...
Italian!
The reason it's called Italian is because it is a mixture of Ita and Leon cuisines.
No, it's just Italian.
Stupid Wikipedia. Alright, we're gonna start it off with an Italian antipasto. It's called Bruschetta Caprese.
Antipasto is Italian for appetizer.
Ingredients for Bruschetta Caprese.
Italian bread, cherry tomatoes,
Fresh mozzarella cheese. Not the kind you get at H-E-B. Oh wait, you don't have it there! Extra virgin olive oil.
salt, and pepper.
Alright, first thing we'll do is dice the tomatoes and cube the mozzarella.
Combine tomatoes, mozzarella, and oil in a bowl. Mix together and combine.
And you can add a little pepper here to taste.
Rub some garlic on a slice of bread. Drizzle a little oil on the bread.
Now heat the bread in a pan until it's a little toasty. Then spoon a little bit of the tomato and mozzarella mixture onto the bread.
Yummy!
Jocelyn Shu says that we have to make pasta, and I do everything that Jocelyn tells me to.
Next we're going to make basil,
Chicken,
pesto.
To make the basil chicken pesto, we gotta have pesto sauce. Ingredients for pesto.
about 2 cups of basil leaves.
Yep.
Pine nuts, grated Parmesan cheese. Oh. Heavy cream.
Okay.
Cut each basil leaf in half. For each half, cut that in half too. Cut them in half again. Keep doing that until they become a little bitty.
No, I'm just messing with you. That would take too long. Combine the basil leaves, pine nuts, garlic, oil, cheese, and blend it until it's liquefied. Then stir in the cream. And now onto the pasta. Ingredients for chicken basil pesto.
2 chicken breasts. A knife. Bow tie pasta. You can use any type of pasta you want, but this makes it fancier.
Sun-dried tomatoes.
Start off by boiling a pot of water, then add some salt. If you've ever wondered why we add salt, but have never asked, then I have a story for you. So there's a story of a newlywed couple, and as the wife was making dinner one night, the husband noticed something really weird. The wife was making pot roast, and as she finished making the pot roast, she would cut off an end of it, stick it on top of the pot roast, and stick a toothpick in it. The husband thought this was really strange, so he asked her, "Why'd you cut the end off of it and stick it on top?"
I don't know, my mom did it.
So both of them go over to the mother's house, and they ask her, "Why'd you do it?"
I don't know, my mom did it.
So they pack up their stuff and go over to the nursing home and ask Grandma, "Grandma, why'd you cut the end of the pot roast off and stick it on top with a toothpick?"
Well, in order to feed the family, I had to use a 5-pound roast. A 5-pound roast wouldn't fit in the pan, so I had to cut the end off and stick it on top.
Pasta and rice are starchy foods. When you cook them and heat them up, the starch gets gelatinized. If you don't want icky pasta, add salt. Add the pasta to the salted water and boil it for about 8 to 10 minutes. Go ahead and start cooking your chicken now. Add a little oil to a heated pan and lay a chicken breast down. After it's cooked, cut it into cubes or slices. Chicken is safe to eat after its internal temperature is about 165 degrees. If you don't have a meat thermometer, just make sure it's cooked all the way through after you cut it up. If it's still a little raw, throw it back in the pan and cook it for a little bit longer. Combine the chicken, pesto, and pasta in a bowl and stir to combine. With this.
Oh man, you know what will go really well with this? Ricotta puffs.
Ingredients for ricotta puffs.
Ricotta cheese. Some pastry puffs.
Pastry puffs?
More sun-dried tomatoes.
Oregano.
But it's pronounced oregano.
Dice a little bit of the sun-dried tomatoes. Combine half cup of ricotta cheese, diced dried tomatoes, and a tablespoon of oregano.
Spoon 2 tablespoons of the mixture into the center of the puff. Fold the edges of the pastry over and crimp it with a fork.
Pierce the puff with a knife. This will allow moisture to escape while it's baking. Otherwise, it'll blow up in the oven.
Bake at 400 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes.
And to top it all off, we're going to have a traditional Italian dessert.
Tiramisu, which is tiramisu in Chinese.
Ingredients for tiramisu.
Huevos.
Huevos.
Huevos. Oh, huevos. Lady fingers. Some mascarpone cheese.
Whoa, these dishes have a lot of cheese in them.
Oh yeah, I love cheese. But you know what I love more than cheese?
What?
You. How's that for cheese? I love you. Puns are not okay, Andy Lou.
Espresso! Cocoa powder.
Ryan, you have your own thing? Flask?
Rum. You can leave it out, but it's better with it.
If you haven't got an espresso maker, that's okay. We can fake it with coffee. Use 2 coffee filters instead of 1, then pour in about 6 heaping spoonfuls of coffee grounds into your coffee maker, then tamp the grounds down with a hard, flat surface.
After the espresso has cooled, mix in the rum.
Whisk together 6 egg yolks. Mix the egg yolks with mascarpone cheese. Take each ladyfinger and dip it in the espresso. Only dip it for about 4 seconds. Layer the bottom of the pan with the ladyfingers. Add a layer of half of the egg and cheese mixture. Then add another layer of ladyfingers and use the rest of the cheese on top.
Allow the tiramisu to sit in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. Then sprinkle some cocoa powder on it and enjoy.
多走30分钟，
没关系。
比惨了。不要切嘛，先照一张。
已经切了。
哇，切。
video.
哦，你这样不一定。
Awkward.
Hey Maggie.
Stacy! Oh, Mommy, we're gonna share
Or your mother.
That's so disgusting.
好了好了。
Okay, sorry, you have the ugliest piece.
Oh,